It's absolutely frustrating. This is probably one of the few times that I've come and haven't cried.
What has brought Vida de Janeiro to tears time and time again is the heartbreaking condition of her neighborhood nearly 8 months since Sandy. Homes that crashed into other homes like dominoes in the Deauville Beach section of Brick appear untouched since the superstorm. 2 houses knocked off their foundations by floodwaters are still smack in the middle of Jeanette Drive.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that somebody hasn't come and removed it so that all those other people can start rebuilding their own houses.
236 days since Sandy, and there are still lots of dangerous sinkholes in this area. Over here to my side, the pile of debris is taller than I am.
It's just devastating. I think there's only 1 or 2 families that are in.
The few able to move back just got electric a couple of weeks ago. Judy Santamaria tells us they continue to pay high taxes, even though they can't use their beach. It's closed due to hazardous conditions.
I think a lot of people have forgotten. They were more interested in the boardwalks being restored.
The township says it just awarded the contract for demolition and debris removal on the barrier island, and work here will start soon. Residents, though, tell us their patience is running thin. In Brick Township, I'm Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey.
Everything is gone, my wedding videos, my wedding pictures, never gonna get it back. Never.
Henny Nolasco, his wife and 2 boys are now staying at a motel thanks to the Red Cross, but the Ocean Township school custodian doesn't know where they'll go after that.
School gonna start soon, winter is coming, we don't have a place to live.
Part of the building here at Twin Brook Village Apartments was demolished Wednesday so firefighters could douse hot spots. Nolasco says he and other tenants are trying to move to other vacant apartments.
I assume they have more department, but maybe not for everybody.
The fire marshal tells us it started in the landscaping over there. Obviously, that's charred. So I'm going to demonstrate over here, which has a similar setup. He says it started down in the mulch area with either spontaneous combustion or an improperly discarded cigarette, then ignited the bushes and quickly went up to the deck and then the rooftop. Wind then fueled the flames. The fire marshal says there's nothing about the structure that caused it to go up fast. As you can see, the building is mostly made of wood with a brick veneer. We can see apparent firewalls between apartments made of cinder block. Still, former residents like Judy DeMarco think everything is lost.
I think mostly everything because of the water damage and everything. But material things can be replaced, the life can't.
She says she's just thankful everyone got out alive. In Ocean Township, Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey. The water level has dropped so much at Swimming River Reservoir in Lincroft that it looks like there's an island in it. And at the Manasquan Reservoir in Howell, the shorter tree stumps normally submerged are now exposed. Typically, this whole area is underwater, but it is dry as a bone right now, and it's unearthed all of these little freshwater clams that are now baking in the sun.
It should be about 87% full. It is now about 68% full.
DEP spokesperson Larry Hayna says that's why the state declared a drought watch. All or part of 12 counties are affected, meaning residents who live here are asked to voluntarily conserve water.
The forecast for the long term is that it's going to be continued hot and dry. So, we want residents to step up.
Residents tell us they are willing to pitch in.
The usual things like when you brush your teeth, shut the water off, and sometimes we forget to do that.
The state also offers these suggestions. Avoid car washing at home, make sure washing machines and dishwashers are full, reduce lawn watering to twice per week.
It's not that important to water your lawn right now. That's one of the biggest consumptive uses of water.
He says a gallon saved here and a gallon saved there, multiplied by the millions of people under the drought watch, can make a real difference, even if it means letting lawns turn brown like this one. In Monmouth County, Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey. Street signs, instruments, kegs, old machines, a tricycle, even a shoe, all adorn the outside and inside of Johnny Mac House of Spirits.
It's our personality. It's what we think is cute. It creates the ambiance that we have here.
Owner John McGillian calls it bric-a-brac, all kinds of trinkets and ornaments of little value. Others call this decor festooning. Adele Marcero created the look when the bar opened 5 years ago.
I've just been adding on things weekly since then. So at this point, I feel like it's just a giant art piece.
The Irish Village themed bar is under construction right now to become a block-long beer garden. But the city won't allow the final phases of the proposed expansion to go through unless the place gets a makeover. The city says all the decorations on the facade have to go, including the writing here in the windows, basically anything you could see here from the street. And while these flower pots can stay, all the festooning has to come off. Planning Board Secretary Barbara Van Wagner says the board has the right to set conditions on approvals. She says taking the stuff down is a condition on getting permits. They're not being treated any different than any other applicant.
I just think it's ridiculous. I feel like it adds so much character, and it really kind of displays just something unique and different, which I really think Asbury Park needs.
The owner says losing his trademark would cause sales to suffer. He plans to take his fight to court. In Asbury Park, Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey.
Yeah, wait, I see one.
Catherine Smith and Alessandra Swart are on a scavenger hunt of sorts in Belmar.
You just get to go to different places, and just you want to beat your friends, so it makes it more entertaining.
The path you take is charted out on the Pokemon app by Niantic on your smartphone using GPS technology. This is Catherine and Alessandra's route on the boardwalk. The video game then puts Pokemon characters in the real world, which you have to get close to. When you come across one of these characters, it pops up in your phone like this. For each one you catch, you get points.
It's really fun. We've kind of had a rivalry with all of our friends.
We spotted dozens of high school and college students playing, from this group of girls running across the beach to this young man scouring the boardwalk for animated creatures.
Oh yeah, there are Pokemon nearby actually.
The app offers pictures of your surroundings too to help guide you, like this bench on the boardwalk. What makes this more fun than playing video games at home?
I think the actual exercise aspect, honestly. Just walking around.
But users beware. There have been injuries reported as players often glued to their phones are not paying attention to where they're going. In Belmar, Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey. When the cranberries are red and ripe, it's all hands on deck at Lee Brothers Farm in Chatsworth, something the Lee family has been doing every fall since 1868.
To have the opportunity to be able to work not only alongside your parents and your grandparents and your children, but you're also working the same land.
By early November, workers here will harvest millions of pounds of the garnet berry as part of the Ocean Spray Cooperative. So picking all of these by hand would be ridiculous.
Well, they did that up until the late 1950s.
Now the low-lying bogs are flooded. Then this machine gently rakes the vines, so the cranberries float to the top. Workers then put on their waders, head into the bog, and collect the berries. It's a little tricky though. There's a narrow ledge underwater here, and one false move, and you're under.
It happens to newbies a lot of the time, and once you get water in these things, it's very hard to move, and everybody gets a chuckle out of it when it's your turn.
Hopefully it won't be my turn today.
Right.
Stephen Lee IV tells us the tart fruit goes well beyond the Thanksgiving Day table.
Cranberries are year-round. You not only see them in juice, you see them in sauce, you see them in craisins.
He says their growing popularity ensures the future of his family's farm. In Chatsworth, Burlington County, Carla Bardina, News 12, New Jersey.